Okay, hi everyone. So let us see different plastic molding processes, which is distinguished or which is classified according to thermosetting material and thermoplastic material. So if you are using thermosetting material, most of those material will be gone under a process like compression molding operation and transfer molding operation. And if you are using thermoplastic material, then those are gone process under the injection molding, then blow molding, thermoforming and extrusion. So this all will be in your syllabus. Actually, this unit is an totally theoretical unit. So I will explain all theoretical concept first, and later on there will be animation video will be provided to you so that you can understand what exactly injection molding processes or compression molding processes or blow molding processes is, or their thermoforming process are. So let us see under thermosetting compression molding process. So you can see that in compression molding is mainly used for molding thermosetting material. In this molding method, a material is generally in powder or pre-formed shape and it is loaded directly into the hot die cavity. A major amount of plastic powder or a viscous mixture of liquid called liquid resin and filler material is placed in the lower female cavity, which is continuously heated by either steam or electricity. So the upper half, that is upper mold half of the die, compress the material which melts and fills the die cavity. This combined effect of pressure and temperature causes the plastic to flow into the mold cavity. After compression, the component solidifies, the upper half of the die opens and the component is removed with the help of an ejector pinch. So pressure used in this process varies from 0.5 megapascal to 50 megapascal depending upon the size of your material. Temperature Temperature during this process is around 125 degrees Celsius to 250 degrees Celsius. The curing time depends upon the material geometry and the thickness of the component, and generally the curing time is between around 0.5 minutes to 5 minutes. So advantages, so let us see low initial setup cost and fast setup time. Heavy plastic parts can be molded, then complex intricate parts can be made, good surface finishing of the molded parts, and waste relatively little material as compared with other methods, so wastage will be less. The molding process is cheaper as compared to injection molding. Disadvantages: low production rate and cycle time of the process is big. Then application: electrical, electronic equipments, brush and mirror handles, trays, cookware, knobs, aircraft and main power, terminal housing, pot handles, dinnerware plates, automotive parts, those all be made by compression molding process. But generally, if you see, according to its working condition, you can manufacture components which are simple in shape and large in volume. You just remember and keep in mind that which comes under the plastic components which comes under the large volume shape. So those can be done under the compression molding process. Another is an transfer molding process. So in transfer molding process, it is used for processing thermosetting plastic. Again the same. Transfer molding is also called as an gate molding, as it passes its material through runner and through gate. It is also called as an gate molding process. This method is an advanced method of compression molding. So in this process of forming articles in closed mold, where the fluid plastic material is conveyed into the mold cavity under the pressure from outside of the mold. Now the material is generally preheated form and placed in a heated transfer pot, this one, and when the material is sufficiently softened, the plunger force the fluid plastic through the sprue into the closed mold where the final cure takes place. Curing time for transfer mold is generally less than compression molding, and intensity of pressure varies from 20 megapascal to 100 megapascal. And once the plastic component has been cured, the plunger it is moved up and the component is ejected from the lower portion of the mold cavity with the help of an ejector pinch. So this process is used for producing complicated components having very less wall thickness with high accuracy and economical rates. Transfer molding is closely related to compression molding because it is utilized on the same types of polymers. So basically here you can directly inject charge into the cavity space, and here the charge is injected through sprue and through chamber, whatever the space is provided, that we can call as a chamber or a pot. From pot it is directly transferred to the cavity. So both are the same way, only the first is called as a pot transfer molding and another is called plunger transfer molding cycle. So advantages: fast setup time and lower setup cost, low maintenance cost. Then plastic parts with metal inserts can be made. That is, if you have seen your two pins of your TV setup, the plastic is directly merged with the metal. So only two metal pins will be at forward and its end will be covered with the plastic parts. Then design flexibility, dimensionally stable, uniform thickness of parts, large production rate. Then disadvantage: wastage of material, then production rate lower than the injection molding, air can be trapped in the mold. Then application: integrated circuits, plugs, connectors, pins, coils, studs, radio, television cabinet and car body shells. So the parts which are manufactured by compression molding and transfer molding, those are always come in a contact with heat or some any vibrations. So it has very good resistance to heat and the vibration. If you see the electric parts, those are all generating the heat, like your switches, electric switches. So it absorbs that, or it shows the good resistance to that heat which is generated due to the switch. Then in next part we'll see injection molding process. So in injection molding process, you have parts like reciprocating screw, which has a rotary motion due to this motor. Then it will be covered with an barrel, that is a closed chamber will be there, and along the circumference of it there will be heaters will be provided to heat this chamber or the barrel. Towards one end you will have a feed hopper, which can be plastic material in powder form can be poured to one end of your chamber, and further you will have a nozzle, and towards this right end you have an mold assembly where this top half of your mold will be the fixed one and bottom half of your mold will be having a reciprocating movement. So this will top half or top mold, bottom mold, and this is a part of, so this is a part of your machine and this is a part of your mold. And here let us see how it works. So when you pour your plastic material, you can see it is initially in plastic form, in powder form or a solid state. When you poured it, here the screw is rotating, and as it has thread on it, the powder will get fill into this gap, and due to rotation the screw will try to move this powder material in further direction, and parallelly, as it is covered with an electrical coils, it will hit those particles, and at this end you will find out that the solid state of a plastic will be changed into a liquid state, and in this case it has a taper shape. It also increase while rotating the screw, it also increase the velocity of your molten material. So with high pressure, this molten state material will be injected through nozzle. It will be injected into screw, and through sprue it will be injected into your cavity. So this all process is carried out in injection molding. So due to the high velocity or high pressure of liquid molten metal, you can produce a complex shape component in injection molding machine. So here you can see how the different stages of operations are carried out. In first stage, the mold is in closed condition. In second stage, liquid state of plastic will be injected into the cavity. Then in third stage, it will be allowed to solidify for some minutes. After solidification, the top half will be remaining connected to the sprue nozzle, and the bottom half will be moved towards the right side, and the component will be fall. So in this way, and hardly this all process or all to for all these stages it requires hardly 2 to 3 minutes. So it has very good production rate and less cost to manufacture any component. So let us see the advantages. As I told you that it has a higher production rate than close tolerance on small intricate parts, minimum wastage of material, complex geometry can be easily produced. Disadvantages will be tooling cost is higher, high setup cost, then large undercuts can be formed, and application you might have seen your household appliances, plastic parts and electronics, automotive dashboards, buckets, etc. can be made by injection molding process. Thank you.